You are currently living in a ghost story. You are inhabiting a space that feels like a home, but has no foundation. A relationship that feels like a destination, but has no map. You find yourself constantly checking your phone, heart skipping at a notification that might or might not mean anything. You are in a situationship. It is the modern epidemic of low-stakes intimacy. We live in an era where it has never been easier to find someone, yet it has never been harder to find commitment. You aren't just unlucky in love, you are being held captive by a sophisticated psychological trap that is actively eroding your mental health by keeping you in a state of perpetual, agonizing waiting. In this video, we are going to perform an autopsy on this dynamic. We're going to dismantle the 3 psychological biases that keep you anchored to almost, explore the neurobiology of why your brain treats this uncertainty like an addiction, and finally, we will uncover the internal shift required to walk out of the waiting room and back into your own life. To understand why you can't leave, we first have to define where you are. Think of your current situation as the waiting room. It is the agony of kinda, sorta intimacy. It's the hollow feeling of realizing you're still not the person they call first, even though you're the person they call most. You stay because you're terrified of the finality of honesty. You tell yourself, if I ask for what I want and they say no, it's over. Therefore, you choose the slow death of a situationship over the quick death of a breakup. You are choosing a lingering ache over a sharp sting. But here is the first truth you need to hear. The time you spent on them is already gone. You are currently falling victim to the sunk cost fallacy. Your brain is telling you that because you've invested months of emotional energy, late night texts, and shared secrets, leaving now would mean wasting all that effort. But psychology tells us the opposite. The more you invest in a situation that isn't moving forward, the harder it becomes to walk away. Because your brain views leaving as a loss of investment rather than a gain of freedom. You're trying to win back the time you already lost by staying for one more month. One more, maybe. One more, we'll see. But you cannot rewrite the past. You can only decide what happens in the next minute. This leads us to the second trap, the hope illusion. There is a common belief that if you are patient enough, a situationship will naturally evolve into a committed relationship. You believe that if you just wait long enough, the right time will arrive. However, research suggests that situationships rarely evolve on their own. They are often static by design. In many cases, patience is merely a mask for a fear of making a definitive choice. If it hasn't happened by now, it's likely because the other person prefers the current arrangement. They want the benefits of your company without the responsibility of your protection. And then there is the most damaging driver of all, the value fallacy. This is the subconscious belief that if you show enough value, if you become more helpful, more attractive, more available, or more low maintenance, the other person will eventually see you and commit. This creates a cycle where you are over-functioning to earn a title that the other person has no intention of giving. You are essentially auditioning for a role they aren't casting. You are trying to negotiate your way into their heart by being better. But commitment isn't a reward for good behavior. It is a choice of desire. If they wanted to be with you in the way you deserve, they would be. Anything else is just you conditioning yourself to accept less than you are worth. Why does this feel so hard to break? Why does it feel like you're addicted? Because of your attachment style. If you have anxious attachment, you settle for the almost because you fear the void of being alone. You would rather have a crumb of attention than the hunger of solitude. If you have an avoidant attachment, you may keep it a situationship because you fear the enmeshment of commitment. You keep one foot out the door so that no one can truly reach you. Both paths lead to the same destination, a lack of clarity. A situationship functions like a slot machine. It provides intermittent reinforcement. One day is amazing. You feel seen, you feel loved, you feel close. The next day is cold. They are busy, they are distant. That high of the good day creates a dopamine loop in your brain. It makes you crave the next good day so much that you are willing to endure 100 bad days just to get it. You are being conditioned to tolerate inconsistency as a prerequisite for intimacy. This is where we must address the asymmetry of desire. Some argue that situationships are a valid choice, a way to explore without the weight of forever. And for some, that is true. But the problem arises when there is a mismatch. If one person wants more and the other wants less, it is no longer a mutual agreement. It is a power imbalance. You are being conditioned to accept the slow death of your desires to preserve the peace of their convenience. Ask yourself this: why am I choosing to stay in a situation where I am not chosen? The waiting room has no exit sign because you are the one holding the door shut. You are waiting for them to give you permission to be happy, but they don't have that permission. Only you do. The long-term impact of this chronic uncertainty is profound. It rewires your ability to feel secure. It trains your nervous system to live in a state of high alert, constantly scanning for signs of affection, constantly bracing for the next withdrawal. You are losing your ability to trust your own needs. You are starting to believe that this is just how it is, but it doesn't have to be. The terrifying conversation about where this is going is not a threat to the peace. it is the only way to find it. When you ask for clarity, you aren't being needy, you are being honest. You are setting a boundary for your own survival. If they say they aren't ready, if they say they don't want more, then you have your answer. It will hurt. It will be a quick death, but it is a death that allows for rebirth. A breakup is a wound that heals. A situationship is a poison that lingers. Stop auditioning for a role that was never cast. Stop trying to earn a place in someone's life that they are already giving away to the easy option of your presence without your commitment. The time you spent on them is a ghost. Let it stay in the past. Your future is not a maybe that is waiting for them to decide. Your future is a yes that you must decide for yourself. You are not a placeholder. You are not a maybe. You are the hero of the story, and the first step to your journey is closing the door on the waiting room. Walk out, not because they didn't choose you, but because you finally chose yourself.